Relief. You two take care of labor.
Only intended for a plain cut.
You don't want to die of cold. Toll-free.
History. In relation
There
to
we
God.
go.
In
Jacking the
relation to
story.
Driving while jacking.
God. Driving while jacking.
Let's talk
in
jacking
the
God.
house
Let's
of God.
talk about it.
Let's talk. Dude, should we set up the
Oh, dear Lord.
The camera's gone, dude. We can.
Camera's gone. We can dig it.
Let's
Let's
dig
This
in,
is going to
dude.
be an audio
Let's
episode.
dig.
This
Let's
is going to
dig.
be
Let's
audio.
dig.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, this is for you. This is
I
for
want to
you.
be able to look at both of you at once, though.
This one is for the great granddads.
This is for the great granddaddies. You're right. You're right.
Hey,
The great granddaddies.
Those great granddaddies who have probably had like 7 JWIs right now.
What's that? That's JWI.
That's well, it
jerking
should,
under the influence while
it's-
driving.
Well,
right?
it should.
That's
it
a
should,
JUIWD.
it should be DWJ, driving while jerking.
DWJ, driving while
what it really
jerking.
Driving while
is,
jerking.
though?
Let's turn the lights off. Let's all take our shirts off.
And
let's
let's-
get in it.
and let's
turn
drive
the TV off. Lights
while
off.
jerking.
But no,
Camera off.
not to get completely off
No,
topic
just for the
here.
great granddaddies.
Not to get off topic, but
for sure.
jerking off while driving, it's got to be the saddest form of driving. No?
It depends on how you. It depends on how the.
It's
how
better
the
to
J
get
goes,
no. It's
right?
better to get blown by somebody else while
I
driving.
mean, Roadhead. It
Roadhead
does
is
top.
better.
That
Those-
is better.
Roadhead is better, but
But
is
sex
better.
is better than jerking, but I still love jerking.
jerking
Yes.
is better than nothing.
Jerking's better than nothing,
Right?
and jerking in the car is better than
Not-
nothing. But Roadhead
Yeah.
is better than jerking while driving.
Right. So jerking while driving, if you think about it, is pretty much the middle ground, right?
Is it jerking while driving or driving while jerking? Because what are you mainly doing?
DWJ.
I'm mainly jerking. So I'm really.
He's driving on the opposite side of 94.
I'm jerking while driving. I happen to be driving, but I'm mainly
JWD.
Oh, you're driving while jerking, right?
Yeah.
I'm jerking while driving.
Wait, wait,
I
wait.
just happen to be driving.
No. I would say it's you happen to be driving while jerking. Jerking
Yeah.
is a main activity,
Main.
Yep.
right?
Main.
Because when you
That's
say
what's on the menu
drinking,
anyway.
drinking while driving, drinking is a minor activity while driving is a major.
Okay. I would say that drinking is the major activity while driving.
Really?
Yeah, drinking
Because
while
most
driving
of the
because
people
you're
aren't actually
drinking.
drinking while they're driving.
Yeah,
They've
I mean,
they've drank before they've driven.
they've drank before they've driven, but you're still. Your driving experience is so changed when you're drunk as hell.
It is, yeah. Also, while you're jerked as hell, though.
While you're jerked as hell, you are under the influence of
Under
the
the
jerk.
influence of jerking,
You're
for
deep in.
sure. Yeah.
Think of it in this terms. Like, if you're drunk, right, and you go for a drive, and you fucking take out, I don't know, a family having a picnic, it's tragic, right? But at the same time, they're like, he was drunk, he was drinking, it's tragedy, you know, drunk driver. But if you were jerking while driving, and you hit a family, dude, and then you wrap yourself around a telephone pole, and then they fucking have to come to the scene of the crime with the jaws of life to get you out of the vehicle, and you like they saw what you were doing. Your hand's still on your dick. What's more embarrassing? I'd rather get caught drunk driving and killing a family than jerking off and not kill a family.
Well, and they're probably gonna have to use the jaws of life to get your hand off your wiener.
That's what I'm saying, dude. How embarrassing! And the video is still playing. They know I'm a dirty bastard. I'm a scumbag.
Have you ever seen those episodes like Cops?
So you'd
where they're
rather be
searching a
caught
vehicle
drunk?
and suddenly porn
Yes!
starts playing over the Bluetooth?
I feel
Oh,
you.
porn?
I
Yeah,
feel-
dude.
It's very perverted to die while
You're jerking off.
in
You get into a car accident. You
Yeah.
roll the vehicle. You're
Yeah.
stuck in jerk off mode,
Yeah,
and they have to.
yeah.
They're like, "All right, we need the jaws of life, the
Hands
fire department,"
unzipped.
and you're like,
Yeah.
and the video's still playing. You're like,
So you're watching porn too?
It's coming
like
through the
your
speakers. You're
porn.
Bluetooth mode right
And you're
now. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you
I'd rather be drunk. I'd
Yeah,
rather be like
I'd
he
rather-
was drunk as fuck and he killed that young family.
Which-
Yeah, yep.
I'd rather be
So,
drunk.
My point.
Imagine the climax is delayed.
Imagine the climax after you hit the family.
Oh, he's gonna be so strong.
You can't stop. You can't stop. If you're close, You're like, oh fuck, I hit that family.
No,
I'm gonna have to
you-
deal with this later.
You fucked
But I
that
gotta-
family. If you kill a family of 3, you fucked that
I
family.
gotta finish.
You
I'll deal
fucked
with that shit after I finish.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, Tanner, your point.
Fucked them. You fucked them.
No,
hard.
no. Imagine if the climax is delayed and suddenly the firefighters are like pulling your body out, then so they just
Oh, just blow. I'm rock hard. I'm thinking about that. Yeah, I mean,
They rip your side door off to get you out, and as soon as they rip it out, like you're like, that's what I needed.
I have
Like-
to admit though, if you're jerking and you hit something, that is kind of gonna knock it loose. Like that really is like, oh fuck.
No,
It's enough
no,
to put
like-
you over the edge.
That fuck
No,
yeah.
like a female firefighter is pulling your dead corpse out of the car, and then suddenly it happens,
Aren't
and
you
it
still
squirts all
hard,
over
by the way?
his.
Aren't you still hard if you're a dead corpse and you were jerking it before you died?
It's called a pride
You
pistol.
know-
That's called post-life clarity right there.
So
but like when there's examples of autoerotic asphyxiation, when the dude's choking himself and they find his body, isn't he still hard sometimes?
Yeah, a priapism.
you know,
It's called a priapism.
So-
After you die, or if you break your spine and become like a quadra or paraplegic, you have a priapism. You're rock hard.
I like that.
If you break your spine, you're rock hard.
It's like the one
like
solace.
for the
in
rest of your
diamond
life.
mode.
You're
diamond
you're a
mode.
paraplegic, but at least you're down to fuck at that.
You're
point.
down to fuck.
Yeah.
And then you'll
Even-
never get
There's
another
pros
boner,
and
but
cons,
you're
man.
No, like you can
down
still get
to fuck.
boners if you're paraplegic. That's what he's saying.
No, I'm saying that right when you break your spine, you get a boner. 100.
You gotta
Oh.
use it. You gotta
It's
use
a
it because that
priapism.
might be the last
So
one you
people
ever
that
have.
break their
It's like
spine
it's
get a boner.
It's like a death rattle almost, but for your dick.
It's a death rattle for your dick. That's exactly what it. It's a.
So is
I was
so
trying
That's a death rattle
trying
for
to
your dick.
understand it, you know.
It's a death rattle for
So
your dick.
is that-
That's all it is.
so is that like
I'm gonna bring this closer to us. Oh, thank you. Thank you, good sir.
so is that like for the rest of your life you're rock hard?
You're just rock hard after you break your spine. I don't know if
At
you can
the
get an
point of-
erection after breaking your spine.
So you gotta use it.
But I
at
know
that
you
point.
got.
I
one.
would
You got
I would
one.
rather
God gives you one.
God gives
If
you one more
last,
to go.
One last chance.
One last
So
fucking.
Tanner, if you're
diamonds.
ever having trouble and like with the chick and you're like having trouble getting hard, just be like, all right, babe, just give me a sec, and then you break your spine.
I mean, it's your last minute Hail
That's
Mary.
not a crazy idea to
It's
break
not a
your spine
crazy
to go a
idea.
second time.
if-
That's not crazy.
So
if you're trying to please a woman, break your spine.
if
You will maybe come again, but you will be hard.
I pray
That's
to
actually
God
so fucking genius, dude.
if I
you,
would
that's alpha male shit right
And then
there.
she has
Break
to-
your spine
and
to
then
go
she has
down.
to do all the work too.
Forever.
Yeah,
Forever. You're an invalid at that point. You're an
if
invalid.
if I would become like a paraplegic or become paralyzed because I broke my spine, I pray that I will have a forever boner.
Yeah, dude.
So at least
Because
I wouldn't have to
you're
watch
in
her
a
use
wheelchair.
toys.
You're not even
For
a
sure.
pervert. They
For sure.
feel sorry for you. You're in a wheelchair. You could be hard in a wheelchair, and they'll be like, just poor Tanner.
Yeah,
He
I would
can't
purposely
control
break
his
my spine
erections."
for a forever
Are you a
boner.
quadriplegic or a paraplegic? All limbs are gone, or just your legs?
Yeah, just your legs.
I would rather just my legs.
You gotta have your hands.
You'd
You gotta
rather be a
get-
paraplegic
You gotta
than a
have your
because I would like to be able to roll my wheelchair in the kitchen while she's doing dishes,
That would be
like
really nice.
in lingerie, and be like,
Okay.
wow.
If you were a quadriplegic, so you lost control of your hands and legs, but you still had a boner, I would jerk you off against your consent. Like, I would jerk you off.
Like
and you'd
in
be
Kill Bill.
Stop it. Stop it. And I would just keep jerking you off.
if
You wouldn't be able to stop me. You'd
So-
literally just be sitting in a chair like this.
You could like hit him with a straw, maybe, like with your mouth.
I mean, he might have a social worker by that point.
I'd jerk the social worker off.
That would probably. Yeah,
Joe
you're right.
is the social worker.
I'm going to be your social worker. Hi, you're my favorite kind of patient.
I've been doing this for 30
forever
years.
boner.
You do have a priapism. This
Oh,
is
and
good.
you're non-vocal? Perfect.
That's actually
And
fantastic.
you have some sort of
Can you show me some sign
autism?
language? Oh, no, you cannot.
It's a good thing your larynx was crushed in the accident.
Totally off topic, but I have no clue where my cell phone is.
It's right below you. When was the last time you watched porn?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, go into your history.
Yeah, he's pulling out his cell phone right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Raise your hand if you're watching porn right now.
Right now. Raise your hand if this is porn.
Joe slowly raises his hand.
Is this vocal porn for some people?
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Oh, dude, a
It,
beer.
it,
I just
it
ripped
very
his
well
ass.
could be when we talked about boners.
I missed it.
At least one of
Like
our
the last,
million
like,
listeners is
3
definitely
minutes.
jacking it off to this right now.
Oh, dude.
Completely.
3 million. Think if we had like.
Oh.
Think if we had 90. That would be
90.
nuts.
We probably have half of one person jerking it off to this right now.
So if we had 180, we'd have
If
one.
we had 180, we'd definitely have one.
Somebody would be like, I
That's
shouldn't.
just
I shouldn't, but I
mathematics.
think I will.
Right.
I think I'll treat myself tonight.
So, I bet you we'd also have one person who's trying to quit masturbating, but they're still indulging in the
Yep.
porn, like yourself.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Right? Because you've said you've recently watched porn without masturbating.
I haven't masturbated in 3 days, and I've watched porn today.
Today.
Today. I
Yeah.
watched porn
you
today.
broke. So 72 hours is your limit.
But I haven't jerked off. I haven't jerked off in 3 days, but I watched porn today.
See, I think it's more healthy to do the opposite. I think it's healthier to jack off,
Yeah.
but not watch the porn.
I agree completely.
Because if you think about it,
No, I agree completely.
our ancestors and like think about cavemen, right?
Yeah.
They jacked it all the time.
All the time.
But they didn't have porn.
Yep.
Porn's only been around for maybe what, 70 years?
At most, because the 1950s people were pretty like puritanical still. No, porn in this easily accessible format, like Playboys, like things like that.
Yep.
25 years.
40 years. Yeah,
40?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Like because
internet,
like back
internet
then,
porn is still way different than magazines.
It's way different.
unbelievably
So no,
more different than
Ryan, I
magazines.
agree
So, like,
100%.
for example-
I agree 100%.
So like your old man growing up, probably in like the 80s, right?
Yeah.
He watched
only,
porn.
Only way he could see porn is through like a dirty film a friend had, or
Yeah.
through like someone's.
He
dad
had to go to a
magazine.
fucking store.
Yeah.
He had to go face to
But he
face
could
with
still
the
watch
other
Go to a
person
store, but I'm saying even back
fucking
when he was high school,
show
age.
his ID,
Yeah.
and pick what he wanted.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it couldn't be exactly what he wanted because what he wanted he would have to bring to the cashier.
Yeah.
He would have to pick what he thought other people
Yeah.
might want.
Self-checkouts
more,
became
more
a blessing.
mainstream.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
90s.
There were no fucking self-checkout
'Cause, yeah,
machines
yeah.
back
Getting
then.
your
You had to
pervy,
go face to
kinky
face
stuff.
with that shit.
Yeah, that's so
You had to
true.
go face to face. You couldn't pick what you wanted.
Yep.
You had to pick what everybody wanted at that point.
Yes, yeah.
And what everybody wanted was not what they wanted either.
dude.
It was what everybody wanted.
Like I got
No
an
one picked what
I
they
got an
fucking
iPod
wanted.
Touch in high school, dude. iPod Touch it became my bitch, dude. Like I fucking watched so much porn on that.
Your
thing.
iPod Touch.
Yeah, my iPod Touch. I remember when it became outdated, and so one time my dad caught me jerking off. It was fucking embarrassing.
Your dad, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
because I thought everyone had left the house. I thought they all went grocery shopping.
Were
Right?
you in the living room?
I thought I was alone, dude.
Were you in
in
your
the living room.
No, I wasn't in the living room. I had my bedroom door wide open.
Wide open. There you
See,
go.
that's the issue. So I thought I was alone. I was like, I can leave it open.
Headphones on?
When in Rome, you know.
Yep.
No, not
Yep.
headphones on.
This was the iPod Touch.
Porn blasting on the iPod Touch.
Oh, blast.
Yep, and it was a generation like down. You know how like when Apple would fuck you, and like you need the new iPhone or the new iPod Touch.
Yep.
This generation, like they on purpose would make it slow. Like the software update would on purpose make it slow.
Yep. The throttle it.
There was a slight delay when I'd watch videos. I would kill the power to it to cut the video, but then the audio
it
would
would
still
keep
play,
running.
still playing a little bit, like a good 10 seconds.
10, dude. That
10 seconds.
Yeah, it was a very outdated.
Nothing you can do
iPod
about
Touch.
that.
Yeah, nothing I can do about that.
Nothing
So,
you can do about that.
I'm watching like Faye, Reagan, like fucking touch
She's
her.
so hot.
Dude, she was so hot.
She's so fucking
Dude, I
hot.
thought she was so hot.
Faye Reagan is the top.
Oh, bro.
She's so hot.
That was my favorite porn star in high school.
Faye Reagan is she's still the best. She's still the best.
Still
that was
do it.
10 years ago.
I think she's dead. But she back in the day she was
But
the
I
best.
still play the classics.
Faye Reagan was the
The
best.
classics is like 2000.
Okay, so you were just listening to the porn.
No, I was playing the video. So what would happen is the iPod Touch, it was outdated. So when you would hit the power to kill like the whatever you were doing, or like you couldn't exit out of the home right away.
Sure.
The audio would still play a little bit. Like it was
Sure,
it was a little
sure.
bit slow. It was kind of like it was buffering almost. It was
Yeah.
fucked up.
So you heard your
So
dad
I
come
heard
in?
my dad. I see my dad walk in.
You see him.
I see him in my peripheral.
So-
I try to kill the power, and it's Reagan going,
Oh, no.
"Yeah, you still want this fucking?"
Oh my god.
And my dad just grabs my iPhone with it still going in his hand and walks out.
Really?
Wait, what were you doing at this point? Were you under covers?
Under
Were
the
you-
covers with my dick still in my hand. And I was like, I can't finish.
So he took the iPod from you
Yeah, he took it away from me because I was supposed to be doing homework.
I was
and not jerking off to Faye Reagan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's like, okay, well, when we get back from Mankato grocery shopping, he's like, you need to have your homework assignment done. I'm like, okay, I will, Dad.
He jerked off.
That's what I'm saying.
He jerked off.
Well, the worst part
He's probably jerked off today.
no,
He
the
probably jerked off to the pyramids.
worst part was they went grocery shopping. They came back with like dinner, and we all sat there as a family eating dinner. And like my dad literally told everybody, my sisters at the table, what I was doing.
What?
What the?
So that's what I'm saying. That's where there's like a cultural like gap difference. Like your American white dads would be like, yeah, we wouldn't fucking do that. Like
My dad would never bring it up ever again.
No,
He would feel so. He would take it. He wouldn't even take. He wouldn't even have walked in.
So that's
He would
where
have
having a
heard
dad
it
from
and
Egypt
then
is a
just
little weird.
leave.
It's like
yeah.
there's a cultural awkwardness because Egypt is very conservative. You don't even really talk about sex over there. You don't have the sex talk with your parents. So my dad is just like, Adam was tingling himself like when he was supposed to be doing homework. He's like, this is not the example you want to set for your sisters.
Definitely not.
I was like,
Definitely, I don't want.
I was like, Dad, they could have gone their whole lives not knowing what I was doing.
Did you say sorry?
I pulled him aside later. I'm just like, you didn't have to tell everybody that. What the fuck?
Fuck.
So there was moments in my like high school, like and like like just those awkward puberty stages where like I had to kind of figure it out myself.
Yeah.
Just because my dad, there's no sex talk. I mean, not everyone gets the sex talk, but like you kind of understand sex
Sure.
to an extent.
Sure.
Your parents never gave you
From
the talk.
Faye Reagan.
Yeah. So I had to figure it out like through fucking porn, bro.
Wow. My mom
jerk off to
walked
it.
in on me in the bathroom on the floor with my pants down to my knees,
Oh fuck.
and she closed the door immediately and walked away. Never said a word.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
That's
how
That's
it's
how
supposed
it's
to be.
fucking
That's
done.
how it's
My
supposed to be.
sister like walked in on me
Not
one
you're
time,
trying to
and
eat-
the same thing. Just walked out. And
Yeah.
just
Not
never,
trying to-
never bring it up ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were eating fucking Arby's, and my dad's just like, guess what Adam was doing? Like,
Yeah, that's so fucked, dude. That's so fucked.
Oh,
It's-
When he had a roast beef sandwich in his hand.
horsey sauce on the corner of his lips, just going, you disgust me.
That's.
I'm like,
fucked,
yeah,
man.
Dad, you got cum on your face.
Oh, that's so fucked.
Yeah. It's just a circle of life at the end of the day.
No,
Jerking off is so
I love my
normal.
dad.
It's so normal
yeah,
to jerk
it is.
off.
Yep.
Yeah.
If my son jerks off, I will be like, I'm probably gonna go jerk off too.
We did talk about it years
I would
later.
go jerk up. Yeah.
We talked
you?
about it years later, and he's like, yeah, that was not the right move to make.
So
He understands,
yeah,
like, because I think he had years to self-reflect, and he's like, because that's how long it takes my dad to apologize. It's like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, I thought about what I did to you, and I was, I'm sorry. Well, like his point was like, I'm glad you were just dealing yourself and not, unloading in a fucking woman is what he was trying to get at.
Nice.
I'm just like, I'd rather be getting pussy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, man, that would suck so hard.
Yeah, it was
That
awkward.
would suck
It's
so
awkward.
hard. Yeah.
I
I didn't.
like that.
Have I?
No, yeah,
No.
no.
Because I never I was
I was commando
I
about it.
was like so meticulous about it
Yo,
when I was living at home.
yeah. You
Ever
were
since I've been living my own, like I would
Jerk
do
off
it,
in the kitchen.
I would do it more.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's
Hell yeah.
mess free.
Jerk off into the toilet.
into the toilet.
Jerking off into the toilet's kind of nice.
It's very
That
convenient.
is-
It is very,
really
and then you
is.
just like
Because
flush it.
there's like no cleanup.
Well, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Wait,
What's
so you're saying that is what you did? You jerk off into the
he
toilet.
efficiently jerks off? Yeah.
You jerk off into the toilet.
It's efficiently. It's
Nah,
efficient.
dude, I'm not disagreeing.
Porno
but
playing on the lid of on the top rim of the toilet. I get it.
Is that what you do? Is that what you do?
Yes and no.
Well, I mean,
Mo-
I jerk
mo-
off.
most
and
of
then
the
I just
time
put
I'm
Is
my
it
like,
hard
sweat
for
out.
you to talk about this shit just because of the way you grew up?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about
I
it?
get that.
Dude, only like 4 million people are gonna hear this.
I hope none of them are going to be my mother.
Yeah, your mother's probably gonna be a
I don't
granddaddy.
even think your mom knows what Patreon is.
Patronon.
Patreon?
She probably doesn't.
No.
Okay, so I jerk off every night except for these last 3 nights, which I am truly like proud about.
Yep.
But
I can see you getting antsy.
I will maybe jerk off here. I lay in bed and I jerk off and I come on my chest and stomach and then I pull my sweatpants up really high and I wipe off my chest, and then I just
squeegee yourself.
yeah, I do. I squeegee myself,
like you're a window cleaner.
and I just push it off my stomach, and I just put my sweatpants back on, and then I sleep like a baby every night. I just sleep like a fucking rock. I curl up with my wet balls and cummy sweatpants, and I just go to bed like an angel every night, man.
There's really no better sleep you get than after you jerk off.
Jerking off is the best way to go to bed, and I will forever come in my sweatpants.
Oh,
like
dude.
I'll be laying next to my wife, and I will come in my sweatpants, and I will just squeeze it off, and then I'll go back to bed like
lights out.
And she's wondering why like you're she like drops your sweatpants one day while she's doing laundry. It breaks into a million pieces.
they'll shatter, dude. My sweatpants. That's all they are.
Fucking A.
So are you guys all in agreement on jerking off makes you fall asleep better?
Yes.
100%. It's
yeah, but I don't like.
it's a nitrodesiac, baby.
I don't like the feeling of the wetness.
Same. I have to wash up. And the act of me
Yo.
getting up, turning on the hall
No.
light,
I feel like I gotta shower
going
sometimes.
into the bathroom,
No,
going
you
into the bathroom, turning on the light, turning on the faucet, getting that cold water in your hands,
Yo.
going back into bed. I'm
dude,
further away from falling asleep at that point than I was if I had never jacked off in the first
Why
place.
do you go wash yourself off, man?
Why do I wash myself off?
Just come
I
in
do
your
it
sweatpants
instinctually,
and then
too.
just
squeeze.
Dude,
Sometimes I'll hop in the shower, do a quick rinse.
why?
Because I'll fucking implode.
I
on
feel like a
myself, bro.
sewer rat
I'm like, fucking-
falling asleep with cum on my stomach.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Come
done it.
on.
I've done
That's
it.
the way-
I've done
on
it.
my own
And
fucking
then just
man.
wipe
titties,
it
bro.
off. Wipe it off. Just wipe it off with your sweatpants and then just put your
Sweatpants.
sweatpants back in. Yeah.
I mean, I've done like
I've got it on my face before.
I don't
dude.
think
like,
I don't.
nuts.
I don't come that much. I come very minimally.
that's
Dude,
good.
honestly-
Do you jack off multiple times a day then, right?
No.
There's
No.
nothing gayer
No.
than accidentally coming in your own face.
I think that's a defining moment in a teenage boy's
I
life.
love the silence after that, the dead air after that statement. Just stewing on that statement right there.
I'm jealous. You
that-
come on your face?
No, it was an accident.
No, I just
Like-
know that I.
Like I'm laying down, I'm jerking off. Ella's asleep. I'm like, all right, she's out. Okay, cool.
Wait. So you
and
got
then you come on your face.
you got
By
distance.
accident sometimes.
In your mouth?
It's the distance, because like I think because sometimes I try to palm it. I try to catch it. Like, all right, I'm gonna nut, and then like a volleyball net. I'm like,
you stop
I
and
just try
then.
to catch it. Like like a Pokemon. I try to catch it all.
If I think if I was doing that with a girl in bed with me, I would just come on her and then go back to bed.
But sometimes
I would come on her shirt and then just go back to bed.
Yeah. But how it ends up like on the bottom of my fucking face is because I'm just I'm laying down, I'm jerking it, and then it just I miss the catch, you know. You can't catch them all. It's like baseball, you know. And it just
It's not like Pokemon.
it's not.
You cannot catch them all.
You cannot.
There's a lot of strays when it comes to that game.
And that's how children
All right,
are
do you guys
born.
are you guys tissue guys or towel guys?
I don't give a fuck.
Sweatpants.
I'll use my I'll take my
yeah.
boxers off and I'll come in my boxers and throw them on the fucking floor.
Floor,
Yeah.
not hamper, not basket, floor.
Well, we don't have a hamper up, in our bedroom.
We should run a black. We should
We have a hamper
on,
like
on,
I'm a
on
t-shirt
episode
guy.
32 of this podcast.
Yeah.
We should run a black light through Adam's bedroom.
So the next podcast.
yeah,
the
you
next
just
podcast.
see cum all over the right side of the wall.
Okay.
Floor.
Ryan, I'll tell you what I do. So I'm wearing this shirt today. When I go to bed, I'm going to take this shirt off and I'm going to lay it next to my bed. I'm going to lay down and I'm going to jerk off. And if this shirt is within reach of me just doing, and I get it, I'm going to wipe off with it. And I'm going to throw it down and I'm going to pull my sweatpants up and wipe what little is left. And then I'm going to go to bed like a baby. And then I'm going to pick up my crispy shirt the next day and wash it within like 4 weeks. Like 4 or 5 weeks.
You know what I think we should go to Shark Tanks with? You know how like they have those baby bibs that have the little scoop so it catches the food? We gotta come up with like a utility belt you can wear around, like when you jerk off. That way it catches the cum. It's like no mess.
The jizzle from Whitest Kid You Know, man. The jizzle.
The jizzle is
I
nice.
have one for
jizzle
the
is
car.
nice.
I have one.
Yep.
for the home.
And it is so absorbent. Yeah. Okay, man. Fuck.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You guys come so much.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't come compared to you guys for how we're talking right
Oh,
now.
come on, man. Of
I
course you do.
don't come. I come
Not this week.
drips.
I would say-
little drips.
Oh, I see.
Tanner probably
volume.
comes the most humane way. He just comes right into the toilet.
I feel like you come hard
efficiently.
little BBs.
Do you have
Yeah, I feel like you
do
come
have
hard
deer,
little boba balls.
deer or
Boba
rabbit
balls?
cum?
What is he? Is he a guppy?
I just feel like it's so thick. I just feel like you have thick cum.
Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
You know, most of the time I don't have my glasses on or my contacts in. I cannot see that far down. Plus,
You can't see that far up, baby.
yeah. Plus, even though I live in America, I have to use metric system for this. I'm in the millimeter Peter club.
Millimeter Peter? So that's compared to like a liter Jeter?
If there was a skeeter on his Peter,
The skeeter would be
whack
bigger
it
than my
off.
Peter.
whack it off.
There's a
Excuse me,
skeeter on
America's
my
the
Peter.
number one
Whack it
country in the
off.
world. We don't talk about the metric system.
Wait, so like how much
I have way more metric tools than I do.
are you
scientific
coming a
tools.
tablespoon?
It's because we are supposed to use the metric system, and they changed shit because America was like, we ain't doing that gay shit
he's
like
coming-
all the other
he's
countries.
coming-
I love America
Is it between
funny.
5 and 10 milliliters?
fucking love America.
Yeah, but we're just, that's the truth, though, of like, we're so
Like
anti
a
everything.
a teaspoon is 5
I do use metric when I
milliliters.
do woodworking.
Yeah.
Like that thing up there, straight metric.
Okay.
Straight metric. So I
More than
it
that.
makes sense.
It
It
does.
does make sense.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like
Is it-
here
is
we
it
use
ropes?
amounts of an inch. We use like 32nd of an inch,
Or is it dribbles?
eighth of an inch. Metric is so much more accurate.
two different conversations going on.
They
gotta split up their ears.
Is it spurts or is it is it dribbles?
Is it like
Is
this
it-
or is it
with Tanner.
Is
on
it
his
dripping down
cum.
the side or is it spouting up to the ceiling?
Ryan's like, we're not changing the subject, okay?
Is it dripping
We're
off
still
the
talking about
sides?
cum.
Oh, you know what actually helps a lot? Do you ever flex your glutes really hard when you come?
Every time.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
squirt so much further.
And sometimes your knees get shaky.
Yeah.
It's
Your
shaky
knees
leg.
actually shit. I don't think coming
gotta shake
feels
like Elvis Presley.
I don't think coming
When you
feels very
come.
good. I don't think coming feels good. I think it feels all right. I'm gonna go out here and say coming feels fine. It doesn't feel that good.
Joe, what's better than coming to you then?
Like a lot of things. are
He
better
was
than
saying
coming.
that
I don't
taking a
think
shit
coming
feels better than
very-
coming.
Taking a shit feels better than coming.
No
Eating good
way.
meals feels better than coming.
No way.
Dude, I'll eat a piece of cheese and be like, this feels better than coming.
Dude, that's insane. You have had shit comes then.
I don't think coming for me feels very good.
Coming
in
is-
my body, for what I've given for the nerve endings, coming doesn't feel that good.
Anymore? Or
No,
in
coming
general?
never felt that good.
Never
for me.
felt that good for
No,
you.
it's,
I think-
it's
I
like
think-
fine.
That is devastating.
It's
bro.
I don't know, man. A really good meal feels really good.
It does, but coming is better.
It doesn't. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's
Not here.
It's usually better.
I have gastritis and I have a problem like digesting food, so like I kind of get where you're coming from, but like otherwise, if I didn't have a problem with a good steak, I'd probably say the same thing. I'd be like, yeah, steak's better than cum.
I would say
Okay.
that's. I'm gonna go with that. I would say a great steak is better than coming. No, coming is fine, but coming isn't the like.
Okay, a good steak is better than some cums, but the top cum is better than the top steak.
I've never had like a
Hands down.
knee shaking cum.
Are
I've
you
never.
serious?
I've never had just like a.
Are you serious? I can't
never
walk
had an-
sometimes afterwards. It's unbelievable. Tanner,
Ryan's like,
what do you say
guys
about
need to get
this?
in touch with yourselves here. I'm having
Tanner,
romantic cums.
It's two against one. What do you have to say about this?
I would agree with them.
Are you serious?
I think what's even better than a really good steak is ice cold beer after a like long ass day.
Oh, yeah.
100
Guys,
degrees.
A hot day.
A
Oh, yeah, dude.
blow job after a really long day.
We're only on jerking off. Because a blowjob.
That is different.
You
That's
have
coming.
That's on a different level.
That's coming.
No, there's more to it than coming because a blowjob, you have a girl's
Yes.
head, but there's
And
more
there's
to it than
warmth.
just coming because you have a girl's mouth on
It's
your dick.
coming.
It's coming, but it's also a girl's mouth on your dick.
Yes, it's
I'm
like the
compar-
peak, it's
I'm
the peak
comparing it to
form
ju-
of coming.
I'm comparing it to just jerking off.
Peak.
Okay, jerking
I'm
off
saying just the act of coming. And to me, I think of just jerking off and just
versus
coming.
having a steak.
Because a girl's
Or a cold
mouth
beer.
on your penis is... I would say a girl's mouth on your penis is better than coming. I would. Okay. No, this is where
I
stand.
would agree with
Having
that.
a girl's mouth
I would
on
agree
your
with
penis
that.
is better than coming.
Yep.
Which is...
I would
It's-
agree with that.
Sensation.
Coming with a girl's mouth on your penis is the ultimate, right?
It's pretty good.
That's probably
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's probably top 2.
Like a blowjob.
Ryan goes
right
home and
now?
puts it to the test. He makes a steak and he's like, all right, stop blowing me now. Now let me take a bite.
I'd way rather have a blowjob than
A steak, right?
a steak.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
no. But specifically, a
The act of
girl's
coming?
mouth on your penis
While you're
and
coming.
That's maybe the
better than a steak.
That's better than steak. Yeah.
steak,
It's
dude.
way better than steak. Because
Way
like,
better.
would I rather?
Yeah.
What would I rather have right now? A blowjob right now puts butterflies in my tummy.
Sure.
A steak right now doesn't do anything.
Dude, I've left jobs early because a girl's texting me being like, I'm gonna blow you. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call in sick right away.
I would drive to South Dakota right now for a great blowjob. Like right now, I would
You would drive-
I would go get my keys and be like, oh fuck, this is gonna suck. For a great blowjob.
You know what, guys? I think it's time for a cig break in this podcast right now.
We need time for the advertisements.
Yeah. So we're brought to you by Old Milwaukee. We're gonna let Old Milwaukee take the floor here for about 10 minutes.
Hey fellas, I'm just coming at you.
Inside.
For clothes that Tristan lost. At Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener.